you can see the beautiful choke cherry, or pie cherry. Beautiful pie cherry. These are ripe too. These are perfectly ripe. Holy shit, dude. I'm going to eat them. Unclean, that's a very bad idea. These are pie cherries. These are stupid sweet. It makes me think it's not a pie cherry. Dude, I'm gonna have to come back and get those. Because these are fucking amazing. They actually look like they're miniature Rainiers. You can tell that? Like a little bit of yellow gold on it. They look like miniature Rainiers. I wonder if they are. They taste like Rainiers. Pick every single one I possibly can. That's fuck yeah, dude. I fucking knew it. I don't know why. I felt it. I fucking felt it. That's funny. I literally was like, as I was approaching, I was like, I don't know why, but I know as soon as I touch that stupid crossing gate, it's gonna go off. Yep. So, these are now the K-Line apartments. So all the ones that are surrounding these on this corner, so just this corner is the one that is supposed to be for low and affordable income. As you can see, they're still kind of finishing it out. It turns out it's not going to be multi-use, but it is going to be a community center type thing on the bottom apparently. Which, you know, cool, daycare, same thing. But I'd like it to be proper mixed use. Anyway, the K-lines are stupid because they're trying to charge the old ass moped. That's actually kind of cool. They're trying to charge the K-line for their smallest, lowest cost apartment is a studio that I think was like 500 square feet or 460. I think it was 460 square foot of studio at the K-line. Starts at 1,600 and I think 80 bucks or 90 bucks a month. Utterly fucking insane. And then you also have it go all the way well above $3,000. Also, I found out recently that apparently for our neighborhood just over there, because I don't know where the tract ends and comes into a new neighborhood officially for the census and thus the pricing of things, but one bedroom apartment now market rate has suddenly jumped all the way to $3,000 a month, which is just fucking despicable. Because it's actually a shit neighborhood. Insurances are through the roof, specifically because it's a high crime neighborhood over there. I mean, it's just ridiculous. The police response is always fucking shit because they literally try to defer with each other. Hillsborough is technically the one who's responsible, but they try to defer to any other police department they can to our apartment complex. And same with Willow Creek Crossing. It's really fucking stupid. They literally try to, in the transit center as well, they try to defer constantly. Which became very personal for me in November because my mom got assaulted and got her arm broken clean through, and there was a Washington County Sheriff's unit sitting on 185th and I line, and they claimed that it wasn't their jurisdiction when it was, just so that they could force Hillsborough to come out and respond. It's really dumb. So, yeah, this is all you really get for the mixed use over here. You have income tax filing. I think there's a mini window art museum over there, at least there was for a long time. And then you have this like mini mart, you know, what do you call it, a convenience store thing. And then they implemented a crispy, crunchy chicken into it. And then you have the Sweetscoop as well. This should be Umpqua. If you think that Tillamook's better than Umpqua for ice cream, you're just fucking wrong. I'm just saying. Anyway, but that's it. And then of course you have the dental office. And that's Slate Bakery. And that's it. And then over there, of course, you have a tiny little bit of commercial, like a Biscuits Cafe and stuff. And of course you have to go over to the other corner, the murder corner. If you're a pedestrian, the traffic signal only works half the fucking time anyway. They're trying to widen all the north-south routes, by the way. Apparently they're going to widen 185th, I think is what they said, is their future plan. It's not in the 2026 plan for Washington County roads and City of Hillsborough, but they want to do it, which is such a stupid thing. So, I mean, that actually might be part of why they cut out the trees and they're replanting them, because, you know, but it's just so stupid. Anyway, further stupidity is the fact that, like, you only have the low-income apartments on this corner here. That's it. So this multicolored place, and I think it's the white there, this is all technically the Elmonica Station apartments that are going to be the low-income and affordable income apartments. So cool, I mean, I guess. But, like, the fact that they're surrounded by quote-unquote luxury apartments in the K-line, and they're literally just basically stabbing you in the fucking back and slitting your throat and saying, give me all your fucking money, for these stupid piles of crap on the K-line. It's so stupid. It's just like, why pay? Well, you might as well live in a cardboard box if you're charging $1,680 for a 460 square foot studio, like, and that's your lowest cost apartment. It's just stupid, and you know it's not luxury. You refer to this video if you want to actually go and see the construction quality. Only on the bottom floors was hit better, and by that I mean over there. I don't quite remember. I don't think these actually had the concrete and steel bottom floors. And I think the most stupid and offensive part of it all, violating part of it all, when it comes down to the K-line here, is that it's literally right fucking here at the park and ride for the MAX. Which means it should be, this all should be strictly mixed use, low and affordable income. It should not have anything to do with luxury at all, or high price, full prices. So, it's just disgusting. So, here's my question. What if I park myself outside of a car in a parking spot? Does that count as parking? There's the inhibited space. Yeah, you see Pence everywhere around the west side. Pence is absolutely everywhere. It's ridiculous. But I figure might as well go in here and give at least a little bit of a tour, I guess. You know. You stayed right next to it. It always feels a lot taller than it actually is. So, I'm gonna have electric charging. Of course they are, because, you know, overpaying for tiny freaking cages. You know, if they're going for pure full aesthetics, actually, what they should have done is they should have planted nothing but silver maples. That would have been so pretty in like 30 to 40 years because of how massive and gnarled those things get. Steve, this is remember it said something about locusts? It's either like ginkgo or locust usually. If it's not, in fact, there's the ginkgos. If it's not the fucking typical maples. Locust, 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 locust. Ginkgo. Why? I don't understand what Oregon's obsession is with that. It's so fucking bizarre, you know? But this is cool to be able to like look at it mid-construction, you know? It is really neat to look at. I think I should go too far in because I'm probably gonna end up having somebody bark at me. That's something I've never seen on a jacuzzi, is a depth marker. Huh. But like, yeah. Like all the settling cracks along the top seam. Like, it's already cracked to hell and back. Just to make sure, I had to turn up my brightness so you guys should see make sure I'm actually showing the seams properly, because things are so weird. This is always funny to me, because this is the kind of thing that Cy Porter gets upset about and always picks on when it comes down to people doing stucco work, and Adobe related stuff like that, because you don't want that. It's supposed to be smoother, and that because that actually gives you integrity issues, where later on it's going to crack and it's going to start to seep and everything. So quality isn't the greatest, but it's been a lot worse in most places. So but yeah, I do wonder why they chose to have the there's a gap in that. Let's see if I am actually pointing at it. I think I am. There's a gap in there. Actually, and I'm looking even closer. There's actually more gaps in between the slabs. There's actually decent sized gaps. Why choose this muck green? Like a mold green. It's just gross. Like, at least the kind of beige-ish gray is better, because it's more of a white and that looks better always. But like, if you're gonna be colorful, why make it this muck green? These off colors and these dark colors. It just looks terrible. I mean, like, you have to be a special kind of moron to want to pay anything into these. Jesus Christ, for that price. You might as well go buy a cardboard box off of Burnside. Live in that. So originally I thought this might be like a tiny pool room, but it's definitely not. There's your, again, like I said, your press board, which is just like, or yeah, which is just your slightly more condensed, fancy, what do you call it? Particle board. I don't understand what this building's supposed to be. Like, what would even be in here? Because it's so tiny. There's 2 back rooms in it, which is even weirder. Maybe this is like it's supposed to be a community kitchen then? Is that what it is? I don't know. It's a good question. They have another tiny one here, but that's the mail room, so that makes sense. So they'd have that. But yeah, that's the leasing office back there. So what the fuck is this supposed to be? If it's a daycare, it'd be the tiniest daycare in the world. And if it's a community kitchen, I don't understand it, because maybe it's going to be the maintenance building, but then why would you have such windows into it, you know? It doesn't make any sense. It honestly looks so bad in there, just from through the reflections. It looks so fucking bad. Never seen a system like that before. Yeah, I have the camera on it, of course. Oh, actually, there's mail rooms for each building, apparently. That doesn't make some sense. I mean, yeah, you have 5 stories worth of living. I mean, it does. It looks really bad. I'm sorry, it does. That looks terrible. Like, why the weird, like, bars design, you know? It does look like there is a way to get back there, yeah. Basically, there must be another side to those. And then, of course, you have a fake plant. This is actually one of the first things I noticed, is the fake plants. Why not have a real plant? You're so luxury, why don't you have a real fucking plant? Come on, dude. It's just absurd. It's so stupid. It's absolutely moronic. But, fun fact though. Apartment complexes used in condominium complexes the same. They use a trick at night to make you think that it's mostly lived in, but most apartment complexes, especially like these, always end up mostly empty because they're too fucking expensive. Like a Renko, an example. You'll go drive down like Cornell or Century, and you'll look in the apartments at night, and go figure what you'll notice is it looks like, oh, they must be lived in. No, they have lights on in the units that are not rented. That's their little trick. So at night, you see lights on in apartments like these, but it looks kind of somewhat empty. It's because of the fact that they're not rented. They're not leased. They're empty.